The opposition leaders refused to weigh in on a takeover in the seat of Chisholm during a visit to Melbourne's seat this morning. Live to our political reporter in Victoria, Simon Love, who's there in Chadstone. Simon, how is the Liberal Party explaining this? Give our viewers a bit of background here.
Well, it's an interesting explanation given that this is essentially a takeover by the state's administrative committee, and you can see behind me why, Kieran. We've picked a vantage point where we're at the top of a hill in Chadstone and it's housing right behind me. Peter Dutton was at pains this morning to stress that this is an electorate that has the highest number of homes negatively geared. That's on the old boundaries of Chisholm, but the boundaries under the AEC redraw now extend right beyond that valley behind me and into areas around Chadstone Shopping Centre, the popular area that includes suburbs such as East Malvern that used to be in Higgins. So you'll find now that Katie Allen, who is well familiar with that area, she's now got to get used to this vastly bigger electorate that stretches all the way through to Melbourne's Eastlink Freeway. But the decision was made by the administrative committee to dump the endorsed candidate Theo Zographos after that redistribution. They're able to do it under the party's constitution. And Peter Dutton says that all the rules were followed and Katie Allen will be the best candidate at this time for the Liberal Party.
Katie has been endorsed as the candidate here for Chisholm. She has an incredible background and lifetime of service to the local community, supporting families and children, and she will, I think, be a great member for Chisholm in the Parliament.
Now, in an exclusive interview last week, Theo Zographos told me that members are frustrated by this decision by the local administrative committee. The local FEC has actually been disbanded because of the redistribution. An informal meeting held last week, and Theo Zographos believes he had the support of local members. So I put to Peter Dutton, would there be a sort of Kirribilli type agreement where if Katie Allen didn't win the seat, he could run again? This was part of his response.
We intend to win the seat, and if we can win Chisholm, we can win government at the next federal election, and we have to. Let's be serious about this. Our country is deteriorating under the so-called leadership of Anthony Albanese.
Katie Allen tells me that she's got the support of locals here in Chisholm, and there was almost one point, I think, Kieran, when she said Chisholm, but she might have almost slipped the tongue and said Higgins. She'll have to watch that one pretty carefully.
Our party has processes, they've all been followed. It can be very difficult for people when the outcome's maybe not the way they desire. But at the end of the day, and I've said this publicly before, politics can be a tough business.
So a tough business, not quite brutal, but Peter Dutton was trying to refer to some of the Labor pre-selection brawls over the other side of the city. I think this proves, Kieran, that both major parties, when they see electoral opportunity, they make the decision they feel will help them.
Indeed, yep, pragmatic, absolutely.